Go down to the let's go down to the move over to the told you so team of told you so team of the week. Grant, who are you telling us about?
So for me, it's not so much a team. It's more, I'm going to go an individual player, and it's my fantasy quarterback this year in Trevor Lawrence.
Hmm.
Everyone these last couple weeks they were asking me in my league, "Oh, are you going to get rid of Lawrence? Lawrence doesn't seem to be the guy. You going to maybe try to trade someone to try to get Josh Dobbs?" I was like, "No, no, 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 no. I'm going to stick with Sunshine." Because it was this time last year when he got real hot and Jacksonville started to win some games, and he was great again on Sunday. 364 yards passing, 2 total touchdowns. It looks like Jacksonville is slowly starting to figure this thing out there at 8-3, leading the AFC South, and they're gonna be a problem come playoff time. And I think Trevor's going to get rolling. He's going to be hot. And if I'm not mistaken, did Trevor your MVP pick to start the year?
Yes, he
I
was.
thought he was. I'm not saying he's going to win it, because I don't know if there's really a clear MVP
No,
leader at the
there's
moment.
a lot that are in that
There's
running. I would say there's probably
meh.
about 5 or 6 guys that are kind of floating around in that conversation or on the verge of that conversation.
Yeah, so I just, he's really stepped it up these last couple weeks, and like I said, 364 yards in the air. He's just kind of letting everybody know that, hey, don't forget about me. Jacksonville's going to be a problem come playoff time. So I got to go Trevor Lawrence.
It's a good call. Who you got?
We just talked pretty extensively about this team, but we guys talked about the other side of the game. But the Packers, I picked them to make the preseason or postseason before the season. They're starting to look like that team I thought they'd be. Jordan Love, just don't make mistakes. Run the ball, make smart passes, and they're getting very explosive. It is honestly what they're doing. Even with Aaron Jones out, they put up 29 on Detroit. And then the defense. They've always been a good defense. They're really starting to get after it now. God dang it. Rashawn Gary, your Michigan boy, absolute beast. Like, controls the whole game there. Detroit never got their running game going. But no, I'm going with the Packers. I think they might be the best team in the NFC North.
They are certainly playing like it, and the division is still very much up for grabs because
absolutely,
as we said in the start of the year, why both Ethan and I picked the Vikings to win the division was because we got to see the Lions do it, and we have the Lions. They've had some good moments, and they've had some moments like they had on Thanksgiving where.
Yeah.
The Pilgrims
multiple chances to kind of take over, and they've failed multiple times. Like at some point, they need to figure it out if they're going to actually win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that brings it up to me and my told you so team. It actually is from the same game, but I'm gonna go with the Saints, or actually more so Derek Carr. He is finally throwing a red zone touchdown, albeit to the other team, but. It's still technically a red zone touchdown, I guess, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, there it is. And I still don't understand why they have him as the starter because he refuses to throw the ball downfield. It seems like he has no connection to his teammates. Like, guys do not respond to him at all. I don't know why Dennis Allen keeps throwing him out there, or make the decision to go with Jameis, because at least Jameis, you can tell there's a little bit more juice when he is playing. He's not afraid to throw the ball downfield. He's going to throw some turnovers, but throwing the ball 3 yards to your running backs and having Alvin Kamara have 14 catches for 29 yards, that doesn't do you any good. At least throw it up, because you got two tremendous. You got Chris Olave, and I'm trying to think who else they have as receivers. But
Michael Thomas, but he's always hurt.
And Michael Thomas. Taysom Hill, but Derek Carr just does not provide a spark to this team. His teammate, like I said, they don't respond to him. There's something that needs to change in New Orleans, and this is why the Saints will not win the division and why they lost to the Falcons.
They were my other option for my disappointing team. Honestly, Dylan, because I think at least I did. I think we all did pick them to win the division this year because
I picked Atlanta.
Okay, all right. So
I picked the Saints too.
so two of us did, just because we thought they had the best quarterback. But I'm kind of disappointed in this team is we should know that one, Dennis Allen isn't a head coach in this league, because we already saw that failure in Oakland. What makes us think it'll change the second round? I mean, at some point, people show you who they are, and that's who they are. Not many coaches get better their second time after they got fired their first time. I don't know why we keep giving these guys second chances.
We're gonna have a new nickname for Derek Carr going forward. Dink and Dunk Derek.
Dink and dunk, Derek.
Dink and Duck Derek. I like that.
Yep.
That is a good one.
Yep.
And then another thing, Pete Carmichael. We should know this guy's an absolute horrible offensive coordinator. When Sean Payton was either suspended or up in the booth with that ACL tear he had when someone ran into him, the Saints offense is horrible. And look what Sean's doing now in Denver. So the writing was on the wall, and unfortunately, Ethan and I think, missed it. But we'll see.
A lot of season left.
Someone has to win this division and possibly lose to Dallas in the first round of the playoffs.
Correct.
So,
True.